Whispers from beyond walls. Every night, just as I was about to drift into sleep, I heard his voice whispering through the vents, "It's still here." My brother, Tom, had disappeared 6 months ago without a trace, leaving our family in a perpetual state of despair. Then, like some twisted miracle, his voice began to echo through the walls of our cramped apartment. At first, I thought it was just my mind playing tricks, grief manifesting into auditory hallucinations. But the warnings grew more urgent, more desperate, and I couldn't ignore them any longer. Our apartment was in an old city building, where the walls seemed to breathe with the moans of past tenants. I started to investigate, trying to find a rational explanation for Tom's voice. I would press my ear against the cold metal of the vents, hoping to catch a clue. The monsters inside, Tom's voice insisted one night, a hint of panic lacing his words. I felt a chill crawl up my spine, my heart pounding against my ribs as I realized this was more than just a figment of my imagination. The atmosphere in the apartment grew dense with dread, and I began to sense a presence lurking within the walls. Driven by fear and curiosity, I followed the network of vents to the old boiler room in the basement. The air was damp and suffocating, shadows dancing eerily across the walls. It was there I found a hidden passage, a narrow corridor leading into the dark unknown. As I stepped inside, Tom's voice became clearer, urging me forward, warning me to be cautious. I clutched a flashlight, its beam cutting through the inky darkness, revealing claw marks etched into the walls. Whatever was in here was real, and it had a terrifying grip on my brother. The corridor opened into a small chamber, and I froze as I saw Tom huddled in a corner, eyes wide with terror. He looked gaunt, a shadow of his former self. "It feeds on fear," he whispered, his voice hoarse. Suddenly, the air around us shifted, and I felt it, a looming presence, eyes unseen watching hungrily. I grabbed Tom's hand and bolted, the walls seeming to close in as we raced back to the surface. As we emerged, gasping for breath, I realized the monster was no longer just in the walls, it had followed us into the light, and it would never stop hunting.